Hello everyone, welcome back to the Divine Dojo. I'm sorry I've been gone. I am going to be doing the reading today for Sagittarius. It's the Sagittarius full moon. Welcome Saggies, I love you so much. I'm a Sag rising, so I feel it. I moved. First of all, I moved. Hello, big news. I moved from Los Angeles to Texas. It was time to go, at least for a little bit, until after 2027, because the astrology, my astrology in particular, was calling me home, you know, closer to family and stuff like that. So I am here in Texas now, but I'm excited to be back to the Divine Dojo and reading for you guys, my Saggies. Let's get started. I'm going to clear the energy. I welcome Spirit into the reading to give me clarity. No negative energy here, just benevolent energy for the highest and best good of Sagittarius. I clear any negative energy or any negativity trying to come in. It is not allowed and it is not welcome here. So let's get started, Saggies. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a catalyst card, an opening, and maybe we'll read this at the end. This is one of my favorite decks from Kim Kranz, the archetype decks. But sometimes too many come out, so I'm gonna take the bottom one. The Flame. Ooh, I love it, Sagittarius. The Flame. This to me is, you know, the fire inside, the passion, the desire within. You know, we need to find that fire, that passion inside. I love it. I love this full moon for you too. So I'm going to start off with this reading is for June 11th through the 17th. So as we know, today is the full moon in your sign, Saggy, but it is opposing the sun in Gemini. So obviously with full moon, strong emotions, but maybe you'll get some revelations and clarity in whatever situation you are in. It's going to be different for every Sag, right? Mercury in Cancer is sextile Venus and Taurus, which is heartfelt communication, emotional intelligence. It could be weird, some weird relational shit, you know, some weird relational stuff could come up this full moon. You know, it just depends. June 12th, tomorrow, the moon enters Capricorn and trines Uranus in Taurus, but Mars is in Leo, squaring Uranus, sparking tension. So it's kind of unpredictable energy. A very grounded energy though. So if you can ground yourself and get centered, the unpredictability you'll be able to handle, right? Just for instance, the last time this happened, the square happened, this is when like a Trump assassination attempt happened. So just, you know, something to keep aware of. So and then June 15th, we have Jupiter in Cancer squares Saturn in Aries, which is challenging us to make hard moves and changes. And that's what this whole June is kind of about. This whole month is a big month. A lot of planets changing signs, and a lot of movement in the astrology. So, changes. So no more cruising. So this is the third square of that series of Jupiter and Cancer, Jupiter and Saturn squaring each other. So no more comfort zone. You know, the comfort zone is the danger zone right now. Comfort zone, danger zone. Just keep that in mind. It's time to get uncomfortable and it's time to make moves step by step to our goals, dreams, and wishes, right? And then June 16th, the moon trines Jupiter in Cancer. So good intuition that day. You know, your intuition could be heightened. Emotionality can be, you know, heightened as well. But it's more of an uplifting type of energy. And then June 17th, Mars enters Virgo, which will highlight more and energize more of the work, your work, routines, health, higher standards. You know, it's time to have higher standards in ourselves and others, and raise our vibration to a higher standard that we haven't felt before. So it's uncomfortable, but the uncomfortable is the green zone, the go zone, because we want to get uncomfortable to make these hard pivotal choices that we need to make to create our wishes and dreams and life that, you know, to come true. Because June is such a beneficial month, and it's like, it's starting the foundation for the next June, July, and August will be the starting point of our, like, setting that foundation for the next 20-year cycle of our life. So, because as we know, everything is cyclical. So no more comfort zone, but enjoy this full moon. Let's get started. All right, Spirit, what would you like to tell my beautiful Sagittarius? I almost said Gemini. My beautiful Saggies. I'm a Sag rising, so I love it. So yeah, I moved to Texas, y'all. I'm like a cowgirl now. Not really. I'll always be a fucking hip hop, punk rock. Not punk rock, but grunge Angelino. But anyhow. Ooh, Judgment in the reverse. Interesting. Are you having like self-doubt, maybe lacking some self-awareness in some sort of situation? Maybe this full moon is going to give you some clarity in this. Or maybe you haven't been answering the call. Yeah, maybe you haven't been answering the call to make the pivots and the hard choices that you need to make to pivot. You know, like moving to Texas wasn't an easy choice for me. Trust me, I love LA. But everything was saying no, you need to move. No doors were opening. I was stagnant. I was just like, meh. You know, I was comfortable. In what I knew. So I needed to get uncomfortable. And what more uncomfort can it be for a 47-year-old woman to go and move in with her mom and husband? Temporarily, at least, you know, and this is my lily pad. This is my landing pad until I go somewhere else. But, you know, for right now, I don't know how long I'll be here. Probably 6 months, hopefully. Maybe, you know, hopefully not more. But, you know, it's not comfortable, you know. But I knew how to make a change, and this was a door that was open, and I'm super grateful for it, you know, that I still have a mom, number one, especially at my age. And, you know, a lot of my friends don't. And it's too many. And yeah, it was just time to move on. You know, you got the Two of Cups reversed. So maybe this is about love, maybe it's not. But, you know, maybe it's not giving yourself self-love, or, you know, maybe not trusting yourself enough, or maybe you're still hung up about a stupid ass breakup. Who fucking cares? Move on from that shit, you know? Yeah, it wasn't working. So, you know, maybe it's about that. I don't know. We'll get more clarity over it. But, you know, we have, what do we have? We have Pluto and Cancer on the deck here. And then the flame for me is like some fire energy, some Leo energy. Or it could be Sag, but, you know, usually it's Leo. Saggies are a fire sign, so. What is this about, Spirit? Give me some clarity. What else would you like to tell Sagittarius? We got Judgment in reverse and the Two of Cups reversed. Yeah, maybe you're still like hung up on some love type of thing. Whoa. So then we got the hangman upright. I'm taking these. I don't, Spirit told me to. Then we got the Knight of Cups upright. The Five of Wands upright. The Ten of Pentacles upright. The King of Wands reverse. And then the World. Yeah, so some sort of chapter is closing. Yeah, you need to let go of whatever this week, because we are reading from June 11th through the 17th. You need to let go of whatever has been troubling you, because it's time to get like creative, revive your imagination, especially with this full moon. Like, no more competition or looking at other people or comparing yourself, right? Because you have success on the way, but you can't be impulsive. This time is about, yes, making pivots and changes and getting into uncomfortable zone. You know, the comfort zone is the danger zone. Like I said, you don't want to be in the comfort zone, but it's not like jumping off the cliff type of energy, you know. Yes, Spirit always has you if you jump off the cliff. However, it's about taking the steps, you know, for long-term success here, you know. Because there is some sort of ending, there is some sort of completion, you know, there is some sort of ending that is happening here for you guys. And this is going to be different for everybody, whether this is love. It might be love, because you have the Two of Cups and the Nine of Cups, you know. It's time to follow your heart, though. It's time to follow your dreams. It's time to get moving on your dreams and goals. Why is Judgment here? Reverse, Spirit. Why is Judgment here reverse? Thank you. Oh, Five of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, resentment. This might be about love. This might be about love, Saggies. Maybe you have some sort of resentment. Something didn't go your way. It might not be about love, but maybe you have some resentments. You know, you didn't reconcile, or maybe something didn't end the way you wanted it to end correctly, and like maybe you want to reconcile or make amends. So make amends. Get uncomfortable. Forgive. You know, forgive, make that call, you know, do what is right, get uncomfortable. Maybe you're just like thinking about it and you don't, I don't want to be the one to make the first move. You know, women with men too, we kind of do that. Like, you know, we get stuck in like, who's going to make the move, you know, the first move and blah, 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 whatever. Who cares? Like, if you like somebody, tell them, you know, and if they don't, it's not reciprocal, then okay, great, move on, you know, that's okay. Yes, it's gonna hurt and it's gonna suck, but, or like if you're desiring to, you know, do an apology or whatever, you know, just make the call, write the email, send the text, I don't know. What is this Two of Cups reversed? Queen of Wands. Yeah, it's about getting that courage to and being confident to take the action yourself, to stop waiting on somebody else, you know, to make the first move. King of Pentacles. You didn't hear me, but I said, what in my head, I said, what is the Five of, you know, Wands here for? And it says King of Pentacles, Leo, Virgo. energy on top of the Leo energy. Yeah, it's time for you to take a leadership position, Saggies, and start to lead your own path, you know, lead the way. Don't wait on people to tell you. Why is the King of Wands here? Queen of Cups reverse. And then the Queen of Cups reverse, and then the Three of Pentacles upright. Yeah, I mean, I think you need to stop waiting on people and have some be secure in yourself. Be secure in yourself. Right now is the time for like teamwork, collaboration, building something, you know. It's time to stop waiting on other people, and which Saggies don't usually do, but, you know, maybe, I don't, you know, use it for whatever your situation is. Maybe, you know, this particular situation, you've just kind of been waiting on somebody else or other people, and it's time to stop waiting on other people and make the moves yourself and start pivoting and making the changes yourself. You know, the time to wait for other people is over. It's over. That needs to end this week. Yeah. The burden, put the burden down, put whatever, like, oh, I shouldn't make the move first. I shouldn't, you know, like, I don't want to make the move first. I don't want to make that call first. I don't want to, like, I should wait on them. No, it's done. You put that down and move on. What's the Nine of Cups here for? Is this about love? What's the Nine of Cups? That's way too many. But this one did come up reversed. I mean, Four of Wands, and it is reversed. It came out facing up. Yeah, you need to stop waiting on others. You need to have, maybe you have been feeling like you've been lacking support, and, you know, and like you don't want to reach out. It's time for you to reach out, you know, and get the support, and get, you know, say what it is that you need. No more fucking around. Like, say what it is that you need. Say what it is you want. Set those boundaries. Set the guidelines for whoever it is or whatever it is, person, place, or thing, you know, and set the guidelines, and, you know, start leading and not wait on other people for like a green light, I guess, in a sense. What is the advice for Sagittarius? It doesn't seem like it's love, but what is the advice? I keep doing that. I'm gonna switch cards. Oh my God. Okay. Well, maybe it's like shit's wonky and falling over, and like you're waiting on other people. No, stop waiting on other people. What is the advice for Sagittarius? Thank you. Yeah, Queen of Cups again. It's time to, you know, nurture yourself. Be emotionally good with yourself. Get grounded. You know, because this Queen of Cups is intuitive. This 10 of Cups, or this 9 of Cups is here, but it is reversed. So you got the 9 of Cups and then the Queen of Cups. So the 9 of Cups is like satisfaction, you know, like he's satisfied emotionally. He has his cups, and he's like, you know, feeling good about it and all that. But reverse, it's like you need to find some like self-satisfaction, I guess, in a way, and stop not depending on other people, because we need other people, but, you know, waiting on other people. Start emotionally depending on yourself, emotionally treating yourself, correctly, and emotion, because this is like cup energy, caring for yourself and putting yourself first, and also not waiting on other people to put you first, especially during this week, this full moon in Sagittarius. You definitely, take care of yourself and start taking the lead and not wait on other people to make a decision. It's time for you to make your own decisions and be confident and independent and make your own decisions, and in the choices that you want to move forward in. So yeah, and then that, now I just got reminded of the flame, that inner fire, right? It's time to get that. We'll read this card, but it's time to tap into that inner fire, that inner resilience, that inner passion, that self-sufficiency, that self-love. What is the advice for? Yeah, it's time to stop going around in circles and like waiting on other people. It's time to put yourself first. Self-care. Take care of yourself first. What is the advice for Saggy? I always try to make these not go so long. But it's kind of hard sometimes. That one wanted to pop out. Observe. And look at, he's like looking at the moon. It's not a full moon, but it says observe. Observer. Sorry, observer. And it's like a fox observing the moon. Yeah, then what do foxes, foxes just like sit there and wait until the time is right, and it was reversed. So I think what this is like, yes, observe, but don't wait on other people, or don't wait until like, oh, I'm gonna wait until the time is right. No, when you get the instinct, when you get the idea, when you get the thought, when you get the download, do it. This time, June, July, August is and then this week is what it's telling me. It's time for, like when you get the download, like I said, it's time for action and not just observe, yeah, I like that. I'm gonna pull Angel Answer Oracle card. What other advice do you have for Sagittarius for the week of June 11th through the 17th? Thank you, Spirit. I'm gonna take this. Forgiveness. Yeah, there was something about forgiveness with like the, the Five of Swords reverse, right? Maybe you have to forgive somebody and like or like forgive yourself. Maybe sometimes that's the hardest one, right? We can forgive other people a lot more easier than we forgive ourselves for the bullshit that we put up with, the gaslighting, or the stuff that we allow, right? So whether it's yourself or somebody, it's time to forgive and make that move, that first move yourself, and not wait on somebody else. I think there was 2 more cards, but I put them back. I think I put them back in the deck. I'm gonna see. What is one last message for Saggy? What is the advice here? Come on, Spirit. Thank you. Improving health. Maybe you need to improve health. Maybe this is just specifically for somebody else. Maybe once you forgive, that burden, that like, that anxiety, that weight that we carry, will improve your health, because it's like carrying this burden around is not healthy for us, right? Or this resentment or this guilt or the shame or all of that is not healthy for us. So, maybe I think that might be for somebody specific, but Yeah, I love that. Let me get a Moonology card and then we'll read the flame and call it a day for you, Sag. I hope you have a beautiful week. It's been one hell of a June to start for me. It was like, boom, let's go. And it was just like pack, drive, unload, pack. Oh my God, fucking moving states is no joke. And I drove that big ass truck too, and with my dog. And Spirit, what? Okay, thank you. Cards didn't want to talk for a second. Gibbous Moon, you're very close to achieving your goal. All right, let me pull. I want to read this real quick. I got to get I still don't have like another little table here for my books, but yeah. The flame, the fire, the spark, the glimmer. In Sanskrit, the word for fire is Agni. The ancient yogis saw this flame at the center of the abdomen and believed it to be responsible for our vitality. When it is lit, we are connected to our purpose and sense that life is a sacred gift. It is said that those who cannot see the sacred around them have let their inner flame go out. Yep. Think of this card as a call to reignite that fire, to cup your hands gently around those things you've forgotten and protect the flame no matter how harshly the winds around you blow. It could be an inner archetype that begs you to light it with its wick. It is likely that the poet, the mystic, or the shaman will call to you with the language of the flame. Yeah, Sagittarius. To me, it's like very obvious that, you know, you gotta stop waiting on other people and or approval or like the green light from other people, and just start giving yourself the green light and making decisions, you know, for yourself and not involve anybody else in it. Or like, you know, yes, it's about collaborating and stuff like that. Which 100% the energy is about collaboration, but it's about you not waiting on other people to make the decision. And, you know, hopefully people will join you, and, you know, but like, yeah, to me, it's like getting that inner spark and that inner confidence, that inner fire, and knowing that, like, yeah, I'm gonna make the decision and see what happens. You know, being uncomfortable right now is the key. The comfort zone is the danger zone. So light up that, spark up that flame within and make those decisions. Don't wait on other people. And if you have a call to make the call. If you have a text to send the text. If you have an email to write the email. You know, like, don't wait. Don't wait. There's no point in waiting, you know, just don't hesitate, don't wait, just do it. So don't wait on other people. If you get the ping from God, from spirit, from universe, from creator, whatever you want to call it, when you get the ping, do it. So I love you, Saggies. I hope you have a beautiful week, and I will see you next week. Bye.